Have you ever wondered what's next in your life? Have you ever wondered, oh my God, this thing has happened to me, that thing has happened to me, when are things are going to go my way? And you keep wondering, how is all of this going to work together for my good? What's next for me? When is my season going to come? This morning, that's what we want to share with 5 minutes or less, giving you three things: the text, the talk, and the takeaway in this morning's manna. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday morning to you. Glad that you're a part of my day. You permit me to be a part of your day. We get together every weekday morning, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, when I give you the morning manna. And it's always three things: the text, the talk, and the takeaway, in about 5 minutes or less. And this morning, it's all about next steps, if you will. Next steps. You've been in a meeting before, and when the meeting is almost to conclusion, and you ask, well, what are the next steps? So it is in life. You want to know, what's next for me? What's the next steps? Here is the text, Romans 8:28. All things work together for the good of those who love him and who are called according to his purpose. All things are going to work together for the good. Doesn't feel like it, doesn't seem like it. And many times you're wondering, what's next for you? How things are, or how are they going to work together for your good? The first thing about the text that I want to share with you is this: God knows the end from the beginning. The prophet said as much, that God knows the end from the beginning. In other words, at the very beginning, he already knows what the end is going to be. God is outcome focused. He already knows. You know what? I am outcome based. I know what the outcome is going to be. He already said it in Revelations. I'm the Alpha and I am the Omega, and everything in between. What's the second thing about the text that I want you to know about what's next for you? And that is, God is the only one that can turn wrong into a better right. He's the only one that can turn wrong into a better right. What do you mean by that? Think in terms of think in terms of baking a cake. At any point that you put a cake together and you stop in the middle of that process and try to eat that cake, it's unedible. Almost. Now you can lick the bowl as I did as a kid. You know, your mom gives you the bowl and you just lick the side of that and everything. Well, that's good, but that ain't the whole cake. At any point, you can stop that. At any point in the baking, the cake is not edible. Why? Because it hasn't been worked together for the final product. That's what God does. He's the only one that can take in the middle of the baking process and pull good out of it. What's the third thing? The third thing is this: when you're figuring out what's next and you're wondering whether or not God is going to work it together for your good, understand this: God knows all possibilities, but does not know what you're going to do until you do it. I know that's a little bit difficult, but let me pull you out of your Sunday school theology for a moment. You remember when Abraham took Isaac on the mountain and was going to sacrifice him, and in the middle, at the height of the swing, when he's about to come down and cut Isaac, kill him, sacrifice him, says there's a ram in the bush. And then the voice of God spoke. He says, not only am I going to provide, you need to know. Now I know. That's what the text says. Now I know that you will do what you said you were going to do. I'm going to stop you. I didn't know it. Even God says this. God knows all possibilities, but he cannot take over your actions until you do it. Therein lies your free will. He's not responsible for your actions until you carry them out. What's your takeaway this morning? The takeaway is a little bit. I got to give you a little bit to help you understand the takeaway this morning. I played basketball when I was a kid. Try a little bit now. I ain't got much of a game. But when you would play, whether it was at the Y or at the park or at the community building, or if you were playing for real, it will always be in a pickup game. You would say, I got next. Listen to this takeaway. It doesn't matter what's next as long as you know who has next. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what's next as long as you know who has next. God does. The Lord be with you today. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. Share this matter. Don't keep it to yourself. I'll see you tomorrow morning with more Morning Manna. God bless you. Bye now.